Hello, welcome to Home for Every Season. My name is Maureen. I am the owner and the designer here at this page. Today I am with the Early Crafters and Marketplace, and our theme today is to do whatever brings you joy. So come on in. I hope you've been able to follow along with some people. We just left Glamour Ritz, and she was doing the cutest little design. And then before her, we had Paper Sweeties, and she was working on her little boy named Ty. Oh, he's so cute. Ty eating his pie. Just precious. So come on in, you guys. Hi, Ramona. Hi, Dawn. How are you, ladies? Thank you so much for being here and joining me. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Wednesday. Hi, Michelle. I just caught the very end of you on the other group, and I love what you were doing. Hello, Heidi. How are you? Michelle, I'll have to go back and watch your live because that is something that I want to do also along that line. I'm doing good, Heidi. How are you? We're just having a normal Wednesday, you guys. So my new time, if you remember, I used to be on at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesdays, and we've moved my time up 1 hour. So I will now be on with you guys at 2 p.m. So come on in, and this will be my new time. I think this will work out better for me because that 11 o'clock, my time, was really hard. If you remember, I was getting my husband out the door, and so this gives me an hour to get my boys all settled and get myself settled. You know how that is when you're rushing around. Hi, Ginger. How are you? Hi, Diane. How are you? Hello, Kim. Thank you for sprinkling, Kim. I appreciate it. So what I'm going to do, you guys, I'm going to try to make a little, like a little, I don't know. I'm just doing, so it said to do what brings us joy, okay? Hi, Robin. So I love flowers, and I love clay. I love clay, and I love blinging. So I'm going to be doing things along that line. Hi, Robin. How are you? Hello, Nancy. Thank you, Robin, for sprinkling. You guys are awesome. So I mixed the only green. Guys, I have got to do a clay order. I have my list all written out, and I had this clay from Boutique Poudre Fée. It was like an army green, and so I just lightened it with some white. All right, and I needed more than what I had, and so I just stretched it. Hi, Carol. How are you? And so now what I'm going to do is cover this styrofoam disc. I got this from Das Craft Boutique, and that will be, you guys, you're going to have to watch Marissa today. She is back with us. She will be on at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I cannot believe this. I have to miss her comeback because I will be live on a different group at the same exact time. My heart is broke. But that's, you know, I thank God for the replay, you guys. You better believe I will be hashtag replaying Marissa. So you guys go give her a big warm homecoming, please, at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this group. We all love and miss her so, so much. I'm so glad that she is back. And I just know she's going to have a fun day with everybody. And I'll have to watch it on the replay. Darn it. All right, guys. So now I'm going to roll this clay out. And then I'm going to cover this little disc. And that's going to be kind of like my grass, okay? How are you all doing? Got any big plans this week or this weekend? People will start doing all kinds of things. We're right on the edge of summer, aren't we? Hi, Debbie. How are you, sweet girl? Hi, Maria. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. Hi, Laura. Hello. I was just telling them, Debbie, that I'm going to miss Marissa today because I'll be live with the other place. But I told everybody, please come and have a nice big warm homecoming for our sweet girl Marissa. Das Craft Boutique. She is the funniest. And we love her. And we've missed her terribly, terribly bad. All right, guys, I'm going to take this now and put a little bit of tacky glue on it. Hi, Mary. How are you? Thank you, everyone, for being here and saying hi to each other. You guys are awesome. All right, so I'm just going to put a little bit on the top, okay? Just to give it a little stick. I'm going to flip this over. I didn't need as much clay as I had after all, you guys, but that's okay. I'm not going to cover the whole, no, I will cover the whole thing because I might change my mind with this, you guys. You just never know. I could change my mind. So we will put a little bit of glue around the edge here. And a little bit on the top here. And then I am going to trim it off before I start putting it near the glue, because I know I'm not going to need that much of it. And that'll give me a little bit of green. I like that green. Isn't that pretty when you water it down a little bit with some white? Very pretty. Hi, Bev. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. Everybody's so happy today, it seems. I think everybody is having good weather. Hi, Denise. How are you, sweet girl? Everyone is happy to be having good weather, I think, now. Everyone is so sick of the cold and all that. So my neighbors are pouring they just poured a foundation, you guys, for a new build. I've never seen how they do that before. And they took this great big crane-like thing with a hose on it, and it went way, way up. And this is a two-story house. Way up over the house and down into the backyard where the addition is being built onto the back of the house. And my husband said, I hope it doesn't fall over. Of course, if it did, it would land on our house. And they were making me nervous. They kept looking up at it. And I was like, why are they looking up at it? He said, because it's carrying a lot of weight. And they want to, you know, I guess make sure that everything is fine. I don't know what they would do if it started to go. Because, you know, what could you do? Hi, Barbara. How are you? What would you do? Get out of the way is what I would do. I wouldn't try to, you know, there's nothing you could do. It was huge. Huge.
Are you talking about the crane outside?
I am. What did you think of that crane outside, Azrael?
Is it gone?
It is gone. Is it gone, he said. He did not like that crane. I thought it was fine. I like seeing things like that, you guys. I don't know. I just like seeing different jobs. And I was watching the guys as they were working, and what a hard job they have. You know, and they were young. They were very young, probably the same age as, oh, I don't know. They're probably in their 20s. And all I could think was their poor little backs are going to be, you know. And my uncles had done cement work, but I just had never seen it, you know. I never really paid attention. Of course, I was much younger, and I'm sure the equipment and stuff might be different now. Maybe, who knows? But I do remember them, you know, their knees and their backs hurting. But it was interesting to sit there and watch that cement pour down out of that hose. That was kind of crazy. All right, guys, so I have this to where I indented those little indents on that form, all right? So I just took the rolling pin, and you can see where I indented them. Kind of looks like a bottle cap. That's what my kids always say. It looks like a bottle cap, Mom. And it does. If you ever want to do a bottle cap theme, one of these little forms would be the perfect thing for you to do that. Because this really does look like a bottle cap. Can you see that? It also looks like a beautiful flower to me. All right, I said, oh, hi, Molly. I'm glad I looked. I was feeling like there was somebody I hadn't said hi to, and there you are. Hello, Molly. I've heard people say that their noses run and stuff when they get on. And someone said that it's a natural reaction to our adrenaline or something when we go live. Well, I would like that part of my job to go away. I don't like it. I think it's crazy when our noses get runny because we're on live. Here comes our baby. What, baby?
Fire truck vehicles.
Fire truck vehicles? Okay, come here. You want to look at it? All right, guys, we're going to look fire truck vehicles for 1 minute. Come here.
I said I can't one.
Yeah, come here. Here, you want your book? I'm live. Wah! Here.
You want book?
Oh, you're bringing me the book? Okay, thank you. I'm working. I'm live. You want to come read the book with me?
Or you can go and read
I can't go in the front room and read your book right now.
You want to be a ghost?
I can't. Look at Emma's working. Look, I'm building a flower. Here, you take your book and go sit down.
You want to be a ghost?
You want me to what?
You want to be a ghost?
You want me to read those?
Okay.
All right, come and sit with me.
So I said,
Did you poo-poo?
I said,
Did you poo-poo?
I
I
said,
think you poo-pooed.
No.
You guys, it never ends.
Alive as well.
No, don't, Azrael, stop. Did you go poo-poo? Yes. I just changed him, you guys, right before I came on here so that I wouldn't have any things. And now, 5 minutes in and he went poo-poo.
Wait.
I don't think he's done though, so we'll wait a little bit. All right, guys. Now,
Wait.
honey, you're messing my camera up. Go play.
Wait.
Crimson, listen to Grandma. Oh, gosh, you guys.
Wait.
Stop. Go play. Where's the tape measure? Get your numbers. Where's your letters and your numbers? Please be a good boy. Thank you. Sorry, you guys. He's a stinker. Hi, Brooke. How are you? He wants me to read his fire truck book. This is his fire truck book. He loves this. This was Azrael's book. Azrael loved going to the fire department when he was little. He had fireman costumes, like head-to-toe costumes, and he just absolutely loved it. I have been saving these sprinkle balls for a long time, and they really match this so well. Look at that. So I'm going to try to bling this up a little bit. Like I told you, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm making a flower or I don't know what I'm doing. This is just pretty though. And I do like the way those sprinkle balls look on there. So let me think a second. Let's make this the outside of the flower. I was going to try to make that the center, but I just changed my mind. So I also have this orange clay, and these two, yeah, this is going to be pretty. Now it clicked. He does listen really well, Barbara. He does. He's a good baby. Both boys are good boys. They really are very sweet, good boys. Definitely. Do you guys remember the snow cone that I was making yesterday? Did anyone see the snow cone? I finished one. They're a special order. I won't be taking more orders for more snow cones. They're a lot of work. I'm doing just this order of snow cones, and then I'll be out of the special stuff that I'm putting on the top of the snow cone to look like the ice. But it turned out cute. Let me show you guys. I think it turned out cute. I'm not very good at the faces, but it's all right. So this is my snow cone. His little face is kind of goofy, but look at the top. She wanted a patriotic snow cone, and I think it's pretty. I love it. His little face could have been done a little different. I might have to shade his mouth and stuff a little differently. But anyway, that is my patriotic snow cone. I think it turned out nice. I really like the stuff on the top. It looks like actual snow cone material. Thank you, Mary. Thanks, Brooke. I like it. I am happy with how it turned out. I just wish that, I just wish they weren't so it's the materials I'm using are those diamonds, and I only have so many of them. The diamonds and the crushed rocks. So hopefully I'll have enough to do the amount that she's needing. Hi, Lori. He's cute. Crimson, or the snow cone. Thank you, you guys. The snow cone is cute. I need to learn how to do faces better. I should be taking that special class from Shelby, and I didn't because, you know, you can get into so many groups and stuff like that, and then you're kind of pulled in different directions financially. But I do think I need to make some changes, and I don't know. My sales are going good though, so we'll see. I might be able to just keep, you know, doing what I'm doing. I'm actually going to use one of, let me see. That's a little bit much. No, I'm not going to use that one. Let me grab something, you guys. I need a half ball, but it needs to be bigger than that. I'm going to cut a styrofoam ball with you guys. Hold on. Hope you don't mind. Hope my boys don't mind. They hate the smell of this thing. This is my hot, you know, you guys, this tool here. And so I'm going to cut a styrofoam ball because I need a half ball. So I'm going to take this styrofoam ball. It's a 3-inch, I believe, and I'm going to cut it in half. And then I'll have that for the top of my flower. That almost is too big, though. Hold on, guys. Let me look over here. You know what? I'm going to use this. This was the top of this orange clay. When I first opened the bag, sometimes when you open a new bag, I'm not going to use that after all. The very top of your bag of clay will sometimes be hard. Not hard, but you don't want to try to use it on a design, that's for sure. And so I had pulled all that off and put this in my little thing over here where I have extra clays that I use to make forms with, okay? And so I'm going to use it right now. I think that will work better than cutting the styrofoam ball in half because it's kind of too big. Hi, Ginger. Hello, Tammy. How are you? You want to do her class too, Ginger? Is that what you're saying? She's an amazing teacher. She is one of my coaches. I'm in the secret recipe. I have learned so much in there, you guys. It is a wonderful class. All right, so this I'm going to roll out even thinner. And I'm just going to cover that part that's kind of firm and use it as like a styrofoam base, okay? You'll see here, just a second. Okay, so we're going to do it this way. And I'm just going to bring it around just like you would a regular styrofoam ball. Then I'm going to clip it. Bring that up inside a little. Hi, Christina. How are you? Thank you for being here. You would love to, Ginger? Yeah, me too. None of us will ever know everything about clay and all of that. Any craft. We can always improve because things are always changing, you guys. Like Crystal will tell you, when she first started, not have the clay like we have today. They didn't have all the tools and all the cabochons and all of that. So those of us who have come in after the OGs of this community, we don't realize how far along it's come. They do, because they've been at it from the beginning when it was hard to find materials. All right, so there's that. And I am going to use a couple of toothpicks just to give that little center a little more foundation or security, however you want to call it, whatever you call it. So let's just put 2 toothpicks in there. Hi, Dee. How are you? How do you join the secret class? It's with Glitz and Glue. If you go on her Etsy page, I believe, then it's right on there. And you can purchase the class. I believe it's $28 or $29 a month. And it's called The Secret Recipe. So just go to Glitz and Glue and it should be on there. If somebody else knows differently, will you please say on here? I believe that's how you do it. That's how I did it. I don't think it's changed. All right, so I just put these 2 little toothpicks in the center there, just like that, all right? And that just will give this little center flower part more security, because we don't want it to come off. All right, and here's the little center. Very cute. And we're just going to put it on here. And it's clay on clay, so it should just attach right down on there. I'm also going to take and roll a little worm and put a little worm around the base of that. You're welcome. I wish I was better, as I have been dealing with a dislocated. Oh, I'm sorry, Christina. You will get through it, girl. You hang in there. You fell, right? I think that's what you have said previously. Hi, Sherry. How are you, friend? Thank you for being here. If you guys ordered from my live sale on Monday, I have not invoiced for that yet. I will be working on that probably this evening. It's been busy. Hannah's getting her apartment, you guys. She gets her keys today. And so it's just been kind of, when you have extra littles around. I always have Crimson while she's at work, but they have been staying here. And so it just, there's no break. And so it's just been kind of my evenings. I do a lot in the evenings, and that time has, not been there for me. But we'll get back to it. Hi, Angel. How are you? I'm excited for my girl and her babies, but I sure will miss them being here all the time. I'll still have Crimson all the time. Yes, congratulations on her new apartment. She's so excited, you guys. When she left for work this morning, she said, "Be sure to pray for me today, Mama." Hi, Robin. Yay for Robin, or yay for Hannah. Yes, you guys. And she watches. I'm sure she's probably on her lunch hour right now and picking up her keys on her lunch hour. My girls like to pop in here and say, "Hello, Mom." But I don't think she'll pop in today. She might. She knew I was going live at noon and at 4 my time. So she might pop in and say, "I got my keys." And we can all cheer her on. All right, so I just rolled this worm, the same color as the center. And now I'm going to take it and just put it around on here. That just fills that little space in between the green and the yellowish orange. It says orange on the bag. This is Orange Firm from Glitz and Glue. And the green, I told you, I mixed white from Ribbon Branch Crafts and some kind of green. I think it was like an army green. She didn't have her color on the bag, but I believe it was like an army green. And that was from Boutique Poudre Fée. I've told you guys, I love saying her name. It makes me feel smart. I don't know why. She just has a cute name. Thank you, you guys. She'll see these comments. Hannah's my admin on my page, so she sees and hears everything that's on here. She does, she does. All right, guys. Let me show you this. So far now, we have a big flower, all right? Doesn't look like much, does it? But look at when I put all this bling. See how nice that matches? All right, so now it's time to bling it up. Because we're supposed to do today what brings us joy. And you guys know, clay and blinging that clay up brings me a lot of joy. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, let's get us some little trays. If anybody needs a little tray with a wax pen and a little square wax, and they're just the simple ones, you dip the wax and they work great though. I have these available for $2. Hi Sam, how are you? For the $2 you get the wax pen, the wax, and the little sorting tray. Hi, thanks Sherry. Thank you so much. I love bling too. All right, guys, so to start, let's start with, let's see. I'm going to start with this lighter. I want to make sure I have enough of everything here. All right, let's start with this lighter green, and we'll do that on the outside. Let me see. Okay, there's 2 greens and 2 oranges, so I'm just going to kind of mix it up a little bit, all right? I want to make sure I know what the heck I'm doing, though, before I start, you guys. All right, on the top of the orange part, I'm just going to put some dots and put different little sprinkle balls. How often are the classes? Sorry. It's all month, Ginger. You get lots of classes. Some are recorded, some are live. We have embellishment week. You can go in and watch them at any time, you know, once you pay for it. And you learn a lot. Do you ever watch Crystal with Glitz and Glue? She talks about it a lot on there. I would start watching Crystal with Glitz and Glue so you get an idea of how she teaches. And then the other 3 coaches are Lauren with G&G Holiday. I think that's how you say it. And Shelby with T-Rex Designs. And Rosie is Lolliprops. I think Lolliprops is the name of Rosie's. And those are the 4 coaches. And you would love it. You really would. I love it. I think it's an amazing group to be in. Oh, good, Christina. I love flowers. Hi, Margarita. How are you? Yeah, bling them up, you guys. Bling it all up. All right, so let's put some of these real pretty orange. Oh, those are the same color. I don't want to do that. Let's do... That one's the same color, too. We're going to do the green. I don't want the same colors on top of the same thing. So we're going to put the lighter green. Oop, don't you go nowhere. We're going to put these lighter green dots on top of this orange. I fight with sprinkle balls, you guys. Fight with everything.
Can you please shut up?
Who are you talking to?
The phone.
The phone?
It's that low battery.
Oh, well, honey, go put it on the hook. He's a funny kid, you guys.
I was like, what is that noise?
Yeah, just put it on the hook, honey.
I didn't know what that noise was.
Well, now you know. Okay, guys, I'm just going around and putting these little things on here. This is cute. And I love polka dots. How many of you got to see my boots that I did? The red boots with the white polka dots. They turned out so cute. You can always message Crystal. Yeah, it's Cristal. And ask her questions to see if it's right for you. Yeah, you sure could. Hi, Priscilla. How are you? And you're not obligated to stay in it. You can try it for a month, and if you don't like it and it's not what you thought it would be, you can cancel your subscription anytime. I think it's worth every dollar. Plus, you get 20% discount on her shop when you're in the secret recipe. And sometimes we get first access to things that are being released or whatever. So it's definitely worth it. Okay, so there is, that looks cute. All right, there's that with its little dots on it. Isn't that cute? And so now on the outer part of it, let's see, what can we do on that part? You know what? I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut this part out here. I know you guys will probably think I'm crazy, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut this part right here on this little worm that I put on the outside of it, all the way around there, because I want to give it some different texture. Finally, I remembered my word, you guys. Remember when I was fighting with that word last month? Oh, it was awful. I could never remember that word. So I'm just taking my scissors and putting little snip marks in my clay, and that is going to give it this really nice texture like you would see on a real flower, you guys. Sometimes those real flowers have like, I'm sure it's the pollen that's around it and the bees come and get it and carry it to other flowers. So that's what I'm trying to make this look like. I just don't want it to look like a flat worm or a plain old worm going around that. I want it to look interesting. Almost done. This will give your hand a good workout, you guys, if you do this technique. You can also use an aluminum foil ball on this, but I really like what this looks like with the scissors. I just think it looks cool. It's doing exactly what I wanted it to do. All right. So now you have that. Can you see that? It looks like a flower. All right, so I just did that little technique where I snipped the clay, hi Debbie, and brought it all the way around. All right, that is exactly what I was thinking myself to pick out. Ha ha. What were you, Angel, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. Okay, so there's that part. Now we need to get some of these green and orange, this other color of orange on the outside of our little flower here. And I don't want to run out of those sprinkle balls. So I'm going to mix them up. I'm going to put them here, there, and everywhere, okay? And that way, for sure, I'll have enough of them. I think I'd have enough to go all the way around, but I don't want to chance not having that. So we're going to just put little dots here, there, and everywhere. And I'm going to use some different ones. I will show you in just a second. I'll turn it so you guys can see, kind of see maybe what I'm doing. Sometimes if you guys are ever in a live sale with me, you'll notice that I will order 2 things, not just 1. And the reason I do that is because you want to have more than enough and not run out. Hi, Christine. Hi, Christy. How are you? You want to have enough, you guys. You don't ever want to run out of the sprinkle mix or the pearls or whatever it is that you're using, glitter. So it's better when you're ordering sometimes on those live sales, depending on how many grams you're getting and stuff, for you to order doubles. You're not doing it to be selfish or anything like that. You're just making sure that you have enough of what you need to complete your project. Because trust me, you don't want to run out halfway through your project. All right, so this is what I have on that part of the flower, all right? It's just different pearls all the way around it. How are you ladies all doing that just came in? Thank you for being here. There's lots going on everywhere today, you guys. AIC has a great big event going on today for their autism event is today. And that's going to be a fun thing to do. Thanks, Robin. Are any of you in any special events coming up? People are starting to get geared up for their summer stuff. I would love to someday go to one of the retreats that people have, you know. Hi, Jolene. How are you? I haven't seen you for so long. Thank you for being here, friend. How are you? Okay, remember, when you start with embellishing, you start with your larger items first, go all the way down to your fine glitter, all right? That's why we started with these, and this is not going to be all that we do. I will be adding glitter to this also, but you don't want to do your glitter until your larger items are on your project, okay? So in the meantime, it'll look like we're just, you know, putting just sprinkle balls on, and how silly is that? But you have to trust your process and let it all work out, okay? And then voila, you'll eventually get to where it's like, oh, wow, that looks nice. Instead of looking at it and thinking, oh, I feel like I'm just wasting my sprinkle balls. Because sometimes you can feel like that when you're looking at projects. You have 5 craft shows coming up, Bev. Wow. That is awesome. And what do you sell at your craft fairs that you do? Do you make wreaths? Or fake bakes? Or what is it that you do? I can't remember. Doing well, and I see you doing well also. Thank you, Jolene. I am. I've been busy getting ready for Juried spring show. A June spring show. Is that what you're talking about? That's awesome too. I've never done a craft show, you guys. I can't imagine. I don't know. I don't know if I would like that or not. I did do one craft show when I was selling Avon, and I was with the lady that, was over me, the lady I signed under, and it was really her, and we were just there to, I think, to recruit new Avon reps, if I remember right. It was many, many, many years ago, and I didn't like it. I did not like it. Wreaths, centerpieces, and cemetery floral arrangements. Well, I hope, Bev, that you sell everything you bring and that you go home with empty boxes and full pockets. All right, guys. So now that is all done. So it just looks like a bunch of polka dots, doesn't it? All right. Now we're going to move these over. Actually, we're going to put these away. I should put it on the rest of it too. Yeah, I better put some on the outer edge here or it's going to look kind of crazy, you guys. So we're going to do that real quick. Now that I know I have plenty to put more on here, I'm going to go around and do this outer edge. Lots and lots of sprinkle balls in this one, right? He's in there doing his numbers, you guys. That baby loves numbers and reading. Don't you love it when your babies like to learn? It's a good feeling, isn't it? Hi, Alyssa. Thank you for sprinkling. How are you today? Yes, Bev. Fingers crossed. I really do mean that. I hope you sell everything that you possibly can. Hello, Ruben. How are you? Oops. Now we're dropping them. Okay, so my clay is starting to get its skin on it. That's another thing. It's easier to put these sprinkle balls, I feel. It's easier to do them when your clay is still wet because you can push them into your project. I will participate in my first craft show October. Awesome, Robin. It'll go good. Thank you, Ruben. Well, hello, Tony. How are you? You're late running errands, no problem. I have the first snow cone done. Would you like to see it? I hope it's okay. This is what the snow cone looks like. All right. I will change this, the face. I didn't use the right color. So that will change a little bit. But here is the snow cone part of it on the top. And then it's got rhinestones all around the bottom part of it where it joins the snow cone part to the cone part. Do you like that, Tony? Is that okay? You're welcome, Robin. Thank you. This is a special order, so I want it to look right. I want it to be okay. I love the snow cone part on the top of it. I think that turned out beautiful. Very sparkly. Looks like a real snow cone up there, don't it? I like that part. Thanks, Christine. All right, you guys. So hopefully the person that wants it likes it. Thanks, Jolene. I think it's cute. I have to do 4 of them. So I want to make sure that if it's not the right way that, and then I need to put 250th on the back of it or something. Somehow I need to mark it for the birthday of our country. Can you believe our country's 250 years old, you guys? Thank you, Mary. Thank you, everyone. All right, guys. So there is that little snow cone. Thanks, you guys. All right, back to our flower. Because that's what we're doing right now, right? We're working on our flower. You like the face? Some people like characters. You know, they like their things to look like a character. Some people don't. Some people just want it to be like a real snow cone. But she wanted it to have a face and stuff like the stars that I had done. Thank you. The face is cherry. I just need to change the color of the mouth a little bit. All right, let's keep going, you guys. Oh, we're almost out of time, and all I've done with you is sprinkle balls, you guys. I'm sorry. That's the only thing I don't like about doing blinging with you guys is the time goes by so quick, because blinging takes extra time. It really does. It's not something that you just, I can't do it as fast as like Carly. Carly is the bling queen. She can whip that stuff out like nobody's business. It takes me a little bit longer. My hands move a little slower. Oh, she must still be running errands. I was hoping she was still on here. Ah. How much more? Oh, we better be spreading these out a little bit more. And don't drop them on the floor. Right? Can't afford to be dropping them. Okay, guys, this is what it looks like when the whole thing is done. All right? It looks pretty. So now I just got to keep going. Blinging, blinging, blinging. I really needed to spread those out a little bit more because I'm starting to think I might run out, darn it. I think I got them way too close together. So that'll be the top part of the flower, and this will be the underneath where you don't see as much, you guys. That's another thing you can do is look at your project and see where the eye will see your stuff, all right? And if it's in a spot that you might not see it as well, go ahead and space your things out a little further if you need to. Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about. So do you see how close they are right here? Because that's the top of the flower that you will be seeing like this. So you want that to look, you want, you know, your eye is going to see the top of that. But underneath here, right here, is the bottom part. And I can spread them out a little bit more just to, until I know for sure that I have the whole thing covered, all right? So let's go, well, I need to finish up right here real quick. And I could always try to find out who I ordered this from. I don't even know. Sometimes I get things in mystery boxes, you guys, and not everything is marked, and they may have gotten it from somebody else. You never know. I can see you but can't hear you. Oh, no. That's not good. She can't hear me.
What's going on?
Tony's phone isn't working. She can see me, but she can't hear me. All right. You guys, I'm sorry. We literally did nothing but bling up a flower together. Oh! I don't want them to roll away on me, you guys. Okay. Don't you hate it when your phone isn't working right, you guys? I think things are getting better, though, with some stuff because it was taking me a long time to upload my videos that were going to be deleted to the other place that I put them. And she wanted to know if you liked the snow. Oh, thank you, Barbara. She'll get a hold of me later. It's no problem. Thank you, Ruben. No, what was I saying, you guys? Now I forgot what the heck I was saying just now. What was I saying? Azrael, did you hear what Mommy was saying just now?
What happened?
Nothing happened. I just don't know what I was saying. I forgot. I'm such a kook, you guys. Sorry.
I don't know what you said.
He don't know what I was saying, you guys. He ain't listening to me. He's usually listening to everything I say. What were we talking about? I don't remember. All right, guys, we made it all the way around and we had room to spare. So now we can go back in there and fill in some extra little spots because I did have plenty, but I wanted to make sure, you know how that is. All right, last one. Okay, then we put just a couple over here where I was very careful to spread them out pretty good. Would someone, I did it again, could somebody please go and look at the flyer and put in the comments real quick for me, who is up after me? I forgot to look again. With the other people, that was the nice thing about it being the same all the time, is I memorized it. And now that it's switching, I can't memorize it. Uploading, oh yes, thank you, Dawn. So uploading videos, it used to take forever, like 45 minutes to upload one video. And last night I was doing it and it took 2 minutes, if that. It was crazy. I said, wow, to my husband, look how fast this is loading. So I don't know what the difference, I don't know what changed. I have no clue, but it was quick. Downloading and uploading, it went really fast. All right, guys, so there is that part, all right? It's all done. Now I want to get my glitter out and put some sweet glitter to start on the center right here, all right? And to do glitter, I use a different glue, and it's white. It will dry clear, but it's going to look kind of goofy for a few minutes. I have just enough time to get this on here. Did anyone check to see for me who is up after me in the lineup? Would you please go look for me and say it here so I can announce it? Because I don't remember who's up next. Please, please, somebody go look for me. Well, that's hardly any glitter or glue on there. With that, you guys, was I thinking? Glitzy Yaya. Thank you, Dee. All right, you guys. Up after me will be Michelle with Glitzy Yaya. So as soon as I'm done, we're going to go over there and hang out with Michelle. I want to show you, I'm not done yet. I have just a few minutes. I'm going to show you this with some Paper Sweetie glitter. So hold on. If some of you haven't tried Paper Sweetie's Sweet Glitters, these are called. She does these. These are her own personal mix. They're gorgeous. Trust me. They're beautiful. They have extra little things in them. And the one I want is my favorite. It is Peach Bellini. There it is. This is Peach Bellini. And I'm going to try to get just the glitter, not the little extras. If they do go on it, I'll pull them off. Because I really just want just that glitter for this top of this flower. Hopefully I can get in there and get just glitter. We'll see. Nope. It's hard to get just glitter. We'll see. And I'm just going to sprinkle it on here. So pretty. I really, really love her glitters, you guys. I really do. I cannot say that enough, how much I love her glitter. And I'm hoping with just that little tiny bit of glue that I put on there, that it'll be just a little light touch of the glitter. And then wherever I didn't have glue, it will not stick, all right? So here's what it looks. Can you see just a little touch of shine on there? All right, not a lot. So this will be the flower. This is just the beginning of it. I will also be adding, I believe I'll use the Lime Margarita Sweet Glitter. That's this one. I think I'll put that on the outer part of it. Or maybe something different. I don't know. She's got 17 different glitters, you guys. They're all named after, what did she say? What are those things called? Some kind of drink. I don't remember. Hi, Kimberly. How are you? Yeah, I don't remember what they're called. Not margaritas. Margarita's one of them. They're called some kind of drink, you guys. I don't know. I don't drink. I don't know what it's called. But anyway, go check out Paper Sweeties and buy some sweet glitter if you haven't already. And then right now, let's go over to Michelle with Glitzy Yaya and see what she has and what brings her joy, because that's what we're doing today on our lineup. And so, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Remember that today at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Marissa is making her comeback after being gone for 40 days. She was not able to go live. And so please go and show her all the love. Give her double love, you guys. I won't be able to be here. I have to be in another group at that time, doing my own live, darn it. So show Marissa all the love and tell her that Maureen said hello, and I will watch the replay. Fruity drinks. Yeah, some kind of fruity drinks, but it's an alcoholic drink, I think. Pina Colada, Peach Bellini, Bahama Mama, Lavender Martini, Raspberry Mimosa, Strawberry Lemonade. Oh, that one's not. Pineapple Mojito. Yeah, they're all drinks. Some of them are different drinks that you can order, like, I don't know, like a special drink. I don't know what they are. Sorry, guys. Hi, Rhonda. All right, guys, let's go over to Michelle at Glitzy Yaya. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.